If I loved myself truly and deeply, would I let myself experience this? So I got this from this little book, Kamal Ravikant's Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends It. And I use it as a journaling prompt, a mind-body journaling prompt. So mind-body writing is what I do and share, writing with pen and paper with the idea of reconnecting mind and body, and in the writing going from I'm thinking this, I'm going in this loop, this thing happened, into the embodied experience. Like what am I feeling? And what's behind that feeling? And what is the other feeling that I'm avoiding? And getting closer and closer to our truth, into our essence, into our shadow. And then what's behind the shadow, the bliss, the release, the healing, the love, the growth. And so I do that with journals and pen, and I set a timer. It takes a while to get in there. I mean, it gets easier over time, but I recommend 15, 20 minutes at the least. So I used that quote. I took 3 pages, and I went through my own little roller coaster with this prompt. And the first thing was like negative behaviors. Would I let myself do the things that I know are not really good for me? Like, I don't know, porn's an example, unhealthy food, things like that, like very obvious. And then I shifted to kind of states and feelings. Would I let myself experience that much fear and stress? No. And I thought about my environment. I'm in New York City. Would I want to be around this much noise? No. Would I want to feel as much guilt? Would I want to feel as heavy? No. Oh, my apartment is like, would I want my apartment to be as kind of messy and like cluttered with books and stuff? Like, no, if I really and truly loved myself, I'd make my environment nicer. I'd put myself into a better place. And so you keep writing, keep writing. And then I went into doing. Where am I holding myself back, and what am I not allowing or denying myself? I wouldn't look as much into the past. I wouldn't worry as much about the future. I would be more present. It went into, I'm kind of feeling sad. I let myself cry. Stopped writing. I started to sob. I went through a wave of kind of grief. I'm not even sure where that came from. It was like, it was there. And it went. And then it went into anger. I was like, I let myself feel that anger. And I was like, things are not working as I want them to work. And I experienced that anger for a bit. And then it went into my writing. And I was like, well, if I truly and deeply loved myself, I would go back to write what I truly believe in, what's truly alive. I wouldn't hold back. And so that was the final shift from what are all the things in which I'm kind of hurting myself or putting myself down or making my life experience less appealing than it could be, to hold on, where am I holding back? Where's all of this beauty? Where's all of this aliveness and glory and energy that I'm not tapping into because for some reason am I not loving myself enough to let myself experience that, to give myself the courage and the faith to step into that. And the final sentence I wrote, sort of 3 pages in, was, I wrote this in German because some of these exercises I highly recommend you do in your native language, and that for me is German. And it was, there's a whole life waiting for me, and I'm not even getting started. And I was like, oh, okay, it's a good place to stop and get into action. So, that's my little roller coaster. Highly recommend mind-body writing. Try it out.